Yeah, as I say earlier, I mean, sourcing the ingredient in Japan is not complicated because there is like beautiful place everywhere and beautiful people who fish, hunt, harvest, grows the best you can find.
We left Tokyo early that morning and we all travelled north to Noto.
Noto is not an easy place to go, you know, it's like up north to Kanazawa, it's a peninsula, and it's a little bit isolated from the rest of the main island of Japan, and you don't go there just like randomly, you need a reason to go to Noto, and because everybody goes to Kanazawa or goes to Toyama or Niigata, but Noto it's really, you need to go for a reason. We saw Yosuke. He fish very few items because he doesn't want to fish so much, and he knows exactly his water, his ocean, and maybe you can find at that season you can find a better bully up north in Niigata or in Aomori, and I could ask for it, but I don't care. I want Yosuke's bully because I know him and I know the water. I saw the bully coming up and die in front of my eyes, and this is important if you want to cook well something.
Is it mainly restaurants who buy from Yosuke?
Well, let's say 80% of his clients are in Ishikawa Prefecture, in Noto, Kanazawa, in Noto Peninsula. And Ishikawa chef, they know how it works. And for them it's normal. You harvest what the oceans give you, nothing more, nothing left. This is what I have today, right? And take the best of it because you're a chef. That's your job. You are an imperfect creator trying to make an imperfect nature looks good. And even if he knows me well and if he knows I understand that, still I'm a Tokyo chef. And I'm serving Tokyo's people who are very fine gourmet, and I have a lot of different products in my kitchen, so my job is to harvest the best for them. So sometime I will ask Yosuke, oh, the yesterday's sawara wasn't fat enough. Can you, but I'm really trying careful to choose my words. Can you please like try to, tomorrow if you can make it, catch me a kind of fatter one? And even if I say it so politely, he's mad with me. Because I'm supposed to know that he knows what I'm doing and he will try his best. And if it's not far enough, it's because the ocean didn't give it to him. So yeah, but it was at first, I have to convince him to sell me his product.
On the boat, how does the fisherman kill the fish? Does he spike it?
It depends on the fish. Yeah. Some fish doesn't need, we call it ikejime and shinkejime. There is different way of killing the fish. And some need to die in ice, means, okay, there is a few seconds of stress, as you could see it, of course, when they get out of the water. And then in 1 minute after, they will be in ice, super cold ice, like it's almost 0 degrees. So their nerves freeze immediately, and by the cold, the fish is getting asleep. So it's also a way to not stress the fish. And of course, he got 1 minute stress when he get in the ice, but after the ice cool him down, and he's passing out. That's how he dies. But some fish, for some use, need to be killed by hands. Those fish are very often for the sushi restaurants, that they need a clear flesh with no blood and very soft. And if you want a soft flesh, you have to kill the fish in some way, the ikejime. So Yosuke selects the fish, and he takes himself at the end and then kill them, because he knows, oh, these fish, he knows already on the boat. He has his order in mind. Okay, this restaurant asked me this fish, so he knows. So then he picked the items to kill himself with ikejime.
So tell me about the process of when they take the fish back to the cutting room and they use the high pressure jet on the fish. Why do they do that for?
The main part of keeping a flesh clean is to avoid the toxin going inside the flesh, and toxin comes from the spine, itself. So what is important in the first hours of the kill? So first he's doing the ikejime. So with a long string, he pass in a spine and cut all the nerve termination immediately. Then the connection is stopped. But still, it remained all the toxin in the spine. So we have to remove in the first hours. Otherwise, the toxin will naturally, with the gravity, naturally go back in the flesh. So we have to remove all the toxin from the blood and everything that's in the spine. So they use like a compressed air, like a gun, to get everything off and clean. Then that's the basic of that's the first basic step of dry aging the fish. Yes. So yes, he's now doing some experimentation for different reasons. First, because dry aging certain kind of fish, I mean, in terms of flavor and culinary talking, is just so interesting because he's also a cook for me, because the cuisine starts on his boat. So he's a part of the cuisine. So he thinks, how can I provide like an amazing fish to the chefs that they can work on it? He has kind of like a chef's mind. So dry aged fish is wonderfully delicious. And that's something he can work on because he killed himself the fish. So yeah, he's doing some dry aging experience right now. He says it's not finished, but for me it's already wonderful. And the second reason is for sustainability. They leave 2 a.m. We leave 2 a.m. and they go back to the port 5, and then they have to discharge the things and give to the market around or send to Kanazawa. It's a harsh life.
Maybe you can tell us about the fish market.
It's the very local small fish markets, and of course Yosuke sells some here, and it's very local. So it goes to maybe 30 kilos around. To the restaurants or schools who order this fish this morning. It's a very local systems of Noto's city. It was the most like typical market we could see. Nothing's go farther than Ishikawa. It's to feed the people of Ishikawa.